We're not necessarily doing Kushner, even though you see him in the picture. I was looking for the Witkoff guy, because you know what? We're going to be doing all these Iran talks, and we're going back and forth, and it was like, oh yes. Who's actually negotiating this? Because remember, Trump delegates. And he doesn't delegate like other presidents where, they go, this is what I want to do. And the president goes, no, this is what you're going to do. No, Trump gives over absolute authority, and he just does whatever his delegated team says. I was like, let me go find some Witkoff, because we already know Jared, and this is what I found.
Quit.
And was that true here as well?
We probably went through the alphabet 7 or 8 times.
I think so, yeah.
So you see these two interaction with each other. So we probably went through the alphabet, and what they're talking about is the negotiations of all of their common denominators with the other side of what they could possibly get and what they cannot possibly get. And you see Witkoff sitting next to Kushner. Kushner looks over to Witkoff. We probably went through it quite a few times. Witkoff doesn't look towards Kushner. His eyes go in that direction to indicate he is listening, but he doesn't look at Kushner. Now, this is a power dynamic. Kushner looks to Witkoff, but Witkoff does not look to Kushner. So one is pleasing the other one is being pleased. That's your first clue. It talks about their relationship as well. There's a camaraderie there. They have both established within each other's little dynamic of who leads and who follows. If it's not clear yet, Jared follows. Witkoff leads.
And
This was more complex.
I heard that one of the things that was different from a diplomatic approach was that you took risks, more risks, a lot of risks.
So you see Kushner give the positive that they took risk. Witkoff sits back, head back and up. He's not going to respond to that question. Although at this angle, you could obviously see she's looking at Kushner, and that could be the reason why he's not responding. Because remember, in body language, it takes two to tango, and your body is responding to the person that is responding to you.
Would you agree with that?
Well, first I would say
So there you go. Would you agree with that? She stops looking at Kushner. She looks at Witkoff. And first off, I would say
that President Trump is a very different sort of president to work for. He delegates well. I don't think people realize that. He gave us a lot of authority to negotiate. He felt, he understood the dynamics of it. We put him in the room. We explained it to him, I think, thoroughly. But he gave us lots of authority, Leslie, and I...
All right, so I was sitting there looking for any kind of deception, omission, anything that would add to the stress as he's going through the delegation and how much power that these two have. This is why you see hotel deals and crazy like land stuff, because they're serving themselves. They've been delegated the power for peace, but they're serving themselves. Oh yeah, we're going to get you peace. But while I'm over here doing this, I'm going to take a little bit of chunk for myself. Obviously, the president doesn't have an issue with this, or they'd have been fired since this is like 8 months old.
Decisions without having to check in all the time.
Yeah, and it's not to say, by the way, that we wouldn't check in. We did check in often. Mm-hmm. But that feeling of comfortability on our part, it allowed us to freewheel it a little bit.
Give us a
To freewheel it a little bit, and you see the smile towards the end. This won't be very long. 60 Minutes has a very huge attitude problem with us. But I thought that this part was actually important. The delegation and the power that they have and that little smile at the end. We can freewheel it. Really? I voted for President Trump. I wanted what President Trump promised. I did not vote for Witkoff. I did not vote for Jared. I did not vote for Licknick, whatever his name is, or any of the other freaks that are now actually running the White House. And if you're upset of what's going on, this is why. You want to know what Trump's running? We've done videos on him recently. He's cleaning up Washington, D.C. He's getting the pool with algicide in it. He's building a beautiful ballroom. He's redecorating the White House. That's what he's in charge of. And when Elon was there, Elon was in charge of Doge. He was delegated that power. May the Lord bless you and keep you. In Jesus' name.